Welcome to Nav's Hobby Corner. Greetings ladies, gentlemen, and all you other folks out there that does not identify yourself as either. It's been a long time, but I've been busy with other stuff, so I'm sorry, but not sorry, one could say. Either way, I promised you guys a Necron army showcase a while ago, but since some of my models are here, and some are at my buddy's apartment, since we've always played at his place, it took me a while to get the pictures of those models that I was missing from my collection, and I couldn't just let some of the gang not be a part of the fun, right? They might get hurt. Since they apparently has feelings and a mind of their own now. Not bitter at all. No. As per our other showcases, let's start off with the HQs. The named characters first and the others after them because it's my bloody showcase now, innit? Imhotep, the Stormlord. I bought it from some dude on Facebook, so the lovely paint job hasn't been done by my hand that much. If I'm being honest, which I am most of the time, one must not tell lies, Potter. Then, when he arrived, he was all brass-colored though, and that kinda went against many of my other models, so to make him blend in more, I gave him a gentle touch of silver on top of the brass. The rest looked so good, so I didn't want to meddle with it. Nemesis Sandrek, the Dab Master amongst Necrons. He's not finished yet, as you can see, but he's still a part of my collection, and next up is his buddy, Vanguard Obyron, or Oberon, however you want to pronounce it. Here's a good example of what Imhotep looked like when I got him. Imagine the red being brass/gold as well, and you got the entire body of Imhotep. Which would you have preferred? Was it a mistake to paint over the brass on Imhotep, you think? Let me know in the comments below. Here we see Kutlak, the World Killer. Kutlak? Nah. Kit bashed from 2 overlords, and with the help of a blow dryer, I managed to reshape his hand so that he's giving the finger to any of his enemies that dare to face him. And I know that his opposite axe is supposed to be black according to the law, but my model. The glorious steed of Anuntek, piloted by the very Jenkins.
Hello.
Don't ask me which one of them is Jenkins. I can never tell.
I'm Jenkins.
Jenkins! And there we have Anuntek himself. How wonderful, standing next to the base of the command barge. I find it quite hard sometimes to decorate flight stems. But it was worth a shot. The cotton is supposed to look like the command barge passing over the snow. And next up is the Cryptic with the Canoptic Cloak. Don't know what to say really about it. I mean, he came out pretty nice, I think. Let's have a look at my other Cryptic, or Farttech, as I tend to call him, as it kinda looks like my man is breaking wind, like, damn, he even makes his cloak lift. And for the record, I am mature. You're the poophead. Jokes aside, here comes the Destroyer Lord.
Zoom.
With his red, regal destroyer body. Look at that body. Gotta look at that body. A destroy. Right after him is the Ordinary Lord. He's no fancy at all, really.
Oh.
Now, the moment of grandeur. The Catan Parade. The vault. Nightbringer. Deceiver. Oh man, look at that smile. How are you doing? the Triarch Stalker, the first unit I decided to properly test out this white-orange metal scheme with black joints and oh man, he looks sexy. And there is his heat ray. Pew pew! Tomb blades! I realized that I had a bunch semi-painted at my buddy's place, and I only had 3 of them at my place. I was first wondering where they were, cause I knew that I had bought a bunch of them. And here we have one that is totally finished. Whoppa! Destroyers. Look at them all. Destroyee looking. Oh, that's a lot of Taka. Yeah, I mean pew pew. A lot of pew pew. Doomsday Ark of Doom. This one was all gold when I got it. And yes, some of the weapons has fallen off, I'm aware. I haven't bothered about gluing them back yet, but I managed to make it blend in quite nicely with the rest of the army, even though it was all gold. Next up are the monoliths, and before I show you my monolith, you should know that I've used the deep strike rule with both of them. They kinda experienced some warp mishap and landed straight onto asphalt. So some parts are missing in the photo, but they managed to show that old 14 toughness all around. I must say, since it was mainly some rods and the doors that fell off. Thankfully. So, next up we have the only Lich Guard that I've finished painting. His sword is somewhere in a box. The other 4 are hardly primed yet. But man, look at that shield. God, it's making my eyes drool. My old flayed ones. Among the first models I painted back when I got the army, which you probably can tell from the paint job on some of them. Now here comes the only kind of spiders that my arachnophobia does not kick in for. The tomb spiders. I mean canoptic spiders. They really could use some minor touches on their paint. 3 of the old wraiths. Canoptic wraiths? Canoptic. Where only 1 is finished in paint and basing, and after them comes 3 of the new ones. After them comes my favorite unit among the Necrons thus far. The Canoptic Scarabs. The nummiest of them all. Fear the power of these tiny beasts.
Trying to bring in the troops, sir.
Immortals with ghost blasters in metal. I haven't bothered with repainting them yet, but it makes it easier to tell them apart in games where I have both them and the Tesla Immortals in the same game. Warriors. The pink one at the front line was painted by my oldest daughter. And just because I know that there are others out there than me with OCDs, I purposely put 4 of them with their backs toward the camera, without the tiniest thought about symmetry in the lines. As you can see, there are 3 on one side and 2 lines on the other side. Now, one honorary mention in this showcase is my kit-bashed Deathmark that is yet to see in a game because, well, I don't know if we ever will, to be honest, since I've never seen a purpose for using Deathmarks yet, but who knows. I haven't read up upon the new rules for 9th edition yet, so perhaps there are room for them in the future. And last up, 3 additional immortals that my kids painted. Can I have an aww? please?
Aww.
Well, that's it of my Necron Armada. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you around.